See, I'm 73 and this zone is 75. I'm actually reminded of back when I played Pathfinder Kingmaker the first time. I made a Druid character, and in that game, Druid gets an animal companion. And you choose an animal, and one of the options was Baby Mastodon. And I was like, what? That's so cool. And I picked it. And then the thing is, they use the same sound files for a Mastodon, but a Baby Mastodon has shorter legs, so it moves faster to keep up with you. So in the first room, I started walking, and the pet was walking behind me, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. Just like a freaking deafening earthquake really, really fast behind me. And I'm like, nope. And I freaking logged out, started a new game, and picked a different pet. I ended up picking like Saber-Tooth Tiger, but it was just like a deafening crescendo of stomps every time the Baby Mastodon would move around. Had the same issue in World of Warcraft. If, as a Beastmaster hunter, you would tame a Hydra. The Hydra would shrink down to your size and be appropriate looking for you, but the sound files would still play, which were really, really loud. Hunter Alpha. Hard to really tell if the bees were working out there very well or not. Prince. Does the sound sting your ears? I'm good. I'm good for now. We'll see how it goes. I'm just worried about one of those damage types that I reduced my resistances of giving me a smack. What were the two? Fire and necrotic. Wow, that hurt. I could say this, the bees are at least aggroing pretty good. Considering each one has a 10-second lifespan, like, they better get in there and mess things up. And they certainly seem like they're attempting to. I can't tell how fast they're attacking, but they are immediately going for combat. Four herbal items. I saw 120 poisons on that before it died. I haven't seen this game, but it looks like a better Diablo game. Hey, Rage Muffins, you would be correct. Chat, let me give Rage the rundown real quick. So Rage, this is an ARPG, right? This was clearly made by people who enjoyed the early Diablo games. It is not a clone. It does have its own systems. Like many ARPGs, you pick a class, you get a talent tree. Then you can specialize into a subclass, you get another talent tree. But you can still put points in the other classes up to the halfway mark. So you can be a Beastmaster, Druid, Shaman, Primalist hybrid. And each of those 4 things has a talent tree. Additionally, and this really sets the game apart, every skill you put on your bar has its own small talent tree, giving you a lot of small levels of customization. So it's not like Path of Exile where there's one giga tree. In this game, it's broken up among the different skills and tooltips and stuff. On top of that, the story's pretty good, but there's no ARPG players that actually care about story, so. Still some giga customization? Yes. You can be partied with another player that is using the exact same skills as you and be playing completely differently depending on how you set yours up. What is that shrine? XP shrine. I still don't know the story behind any of the Diablo games other than there is no cake. That was Portal. Although I do not remember seeing a cake in Diablo either, to be fair. I was like, this lady's taking a while to die. Is she a boss? And then it's like, quest complete. I'm like, yeah, she was a boss. Pick it up.
No room.
No room.
Yes.
That is a weird looking shield. Maruna shell. Buzz, 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 buzz. Oh, Drowned Thetima is now available. In this timeline, Lagan is attacked by Raya's forces and driven to unleash a storm on the coast to destroy his enemies, but also his own people in the process. Save survivors in a flooded Maruna infested Thetima. So... is he good? There's still a quest marker here. Oh, there's like waves spawning at this point. Okay.
Yes.
Get out of here! I'll never understand why the hero in D1 thought to put Diablo's gem, which had Diablo sealed it, into his own person to try and contain it. My theory on that is that Diablo was like Diablo through the gem was corrupting him. Because in Diablo 2, in Travenkal, Mephisto, while trapped in his gem, corrupted the entire council because they were nearby. So my theory is that the hero wasn't in sound mind, that like Diablo was like, you know, just nudging them just enough to like, hey, this is a great idea to contain me. You should totally do this. And it was just enough that it like pushed him over. Because they did have a track record for screwing with people near the gem that was outside it.
Hello.
Get out of here! I'll tell you what doesn't make sense, though. In D1, it took a very long time after the prince, after Lazarus jabbed the crystal into the prince's head, for the prince to become Diablo. And the prince was a child, very low willpower. The hero had strong willpower and lasted months before Diablo took over his person. However, in D4, there is that one kid who's like a teen, but he's like, oh, no, he's not a teen, he's like early 20s, but he's like a warrior. And they put a lesser demon in his head forcibly, and in like 5 minutes he transforms. Even when Diablo was jammed into the prince's head, and the prince was a child, it took a while to transform. But when a lesser demon was put into the head of a guy that had more willpower in D4, it took like a minute. And that's all. And that's one of the moments that I was just like, these guys didn't even play the earlier games. That was one of the things that really, really stuck out like a sore thumb with me. That, and then when they used freaking Mephisto like a Pokeball. They're like, we got your soul gem. I choose you. Make a portal. And he was like, okay. Thunderbolt. Yeah, I was, oh my god, are you serious?
Yes.
Like, they did not play the earlier games.
Yes.
The art looked amazing. The story made no sense. They were not abiding by their own rules. Minion damage, minion health. No. Primalist Beastmail. Armor with movement speed. I haven't seen that before. Interesting with that.
Take care.
Is Diablo even in D4? No. And that's another thing. That's another thing. At the end, Well, okay, I'm gonna be kind of vague here, but there's a scene where someone gets Mephisto's soul stone. And they're like, Mephisto, make me a portal out of here. And he's like, okay. If Mephisto really wanted to screw with them, he just had to make a portal to his brother's house. They go through the portal and they're looking up at Bale or Diablo, you know, they're sitting there playing poker, and he's like, hey, bro, can you kill this guy? He's got my stone. That would have been so funny. Just an abrupt end to the whole tale. But no, they didn't think about that. They have become much gooder at what they do, Muck, everyone knows that. Mm-hmm. Defeat all the waves of enemies. Oh, nice, waves. I love that. Come at me. Oh no, fire! I lowered my resistance to this. Imagine if I could ever get my gear good enough that I don't need the charms to keep my resistance up, I can equip both the items. And we can hear buzz buzz splat, buzz buzz splat, buzz buzz splat. At speeds the which you never thought possible. Looks like one meteor hitting me is no danger. Two stings. This build needs more BPS. Bees per second. At higher levels, the implicits get most of your resistances. What is it? What do you mean implicits? I know I'm getting a lot of resist from, what is it called? One of the things, I got like 35 void resist from conquering a monolith. How's the end game for Last Epoch? I'm enjoying it. There's 3 massive dungeons. There is an arena, which is like, you know, objective survive. And then there's the monolith system, which is huge. For like what's available on launch, it's good. Next week we'll be mostly playing Guild Wars 2. Yeah, because it'll, you know, new patch, a lot of new stuff. Drops will be active. Yeah, for at least a couple of days. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, at least. I'll probably be on mostly Guild Wars 2. The stats from the base item are the implicits. The prefix suffixes are added. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so you're just talking about the stuff like at the top of the tooltip.
Yes.
Acolytes.
Take care.
Alright. Is the story important in such games? I played D3 and I liked it, but maybe Activision doesn't even care about the story. They just want hack and slash and never play D4. I would say that the story, I mean, okay. Is it important? I hate to say this because I'm one of the people that does enjoy the story also. Like, I enjoy the gameplay too. Like, right now we're done with the story. We're playing because the gameplay is fun. However, if you were to chalk it up to numbers, probably a majority of the ARPG player base doesn't care about the story, and they just want the, they just want good gameplay, right? And that's fair. There is going to be a percentage of the audience that cares about the story. On the flip side, there's going to be people that don't care about graphics. you know? Like, I've seen quite a few people playing Stormgate recently that they don't like the graphics, but they're just like, I only care about how good the gameplay is, and the gameplay is pretty good, but I do hate the graphics. But I'll play it anyway because it's a good RTS. I'm seeing a lot of that on my feed lately. So it's going to be a mixed bag, but I think you're probably right in that most ARPG players just want the game to be fun. I admit, I've played 1,000 hours of Path of Exile, and I don't know any of the deep lore for that game. But honestly, I think Path of Exile presents the lore in a very boring way. This game, they did a decent job. Blizzard does a phenomenal job of presenting the story to you with amazing cutscenes and conversations and stuff like that. So it's very apparent when there's a giant plot hole. But they do make, you know, amazing cutscenes and stuff. It's like kill boss, echo conquered, boss gets back up, then kill him again. I could have just left. There's a lady on YouTube that makes really good videos for PoE lore. It's actually pretty interesting. Makes me think of the guy on YouTube for the Dark Souls lore. I've watched quite a bit of his stuff. Got that ASMR voice. What is this? Affix shards? Let's go for the shards. Well, we're doing fine right now. This stuff's 75, I'm 73. We're ripping through it at a pretty good pace right now. The angry, what is it? The Plants vs. Zombies build is still going strong. Zayu says, would you say this game is better than D4? May I ask why if so? I would, yeah. Hold on a sec, because I want to give you an honest answer. Alright, so I have played Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and Diablo 4. I don't even think D4 is better than the ones that came before it. I love the franchise. I love the series. I grew up playing all of it since D1. I think D4 is the worst one of the bunch. To give you some examples, Diablo 2 had a very big skill tree. You know, skill tree, an example. Diablo 3, instead of a skill tree, had runes. Every ability had 6 flavors. There was Summon Hydra, Summon Mammoth Hydra, Electric Hydra, Poison Hydra, Arcane Hydra, Cold Hydra, etc. In D4, Summon Hydra had 2 choices. 10% more damage or 1 extra head. They took away the massive skill tree of D2 and put in a skill twig, and they took away all the options of D3. So D4 had beautiful graphics, a story full of plot holes, and a worse skill system than all its predecessors. Okay? Comparing Diablo 4 to this, because you asked about how does this game compare to it. Let me show you really quick. In this game, you pick a class. This is the Primalist. This is the class I chose. You have a simple talent tree. Then, at like a few hours into the story, you specialize. My choices were Beastmaster, Druid, or Shaman. I pick one of them. I picked Beastmaster. I can go all the way to the end of this talent tree and pick anything I want. You get these skills down here guaranteed as you pass them, like checkpoints. You can still put skills in the other classes up until this chain at the halfway point. Okay? So I'm playing using a lot of Beastmaster and Druid skills right now. So that's 4 talent trees right there. Additionally, whatever skills you choose to put on your bar down here, every single one of them has its own customization. Just this skill. This is Summon Scorpion, okay? This big scorpion that's next to me, okay? The insect sound. Hang on. There, it's done. The Summon Scorpion, just this. This makes it do more poison damage. This has it occasionally launch a massive glob of poison that eats through enemies' armor. These skills all buff an ability of it's called Poison Nova that erupt out of it, leave poison puddles, stuff like that. This is a buff to its life stealing. This makes it larger so it pulls more aggro and it's tougher. This, it gives up its ability to poison but gains the ability to shred through enemies' armor. This one, it becomes a mother and it gains baby scorpions and they give you more pets. You see there's baby scorpions back there. So now it's giving me 4 pets even though it's originally only 1 pet. This one makes it an electric scorpion. This one down here makes it an ice scorpion. And there's pros and cons to all of this stuff. So all of this stuff, there's tons of customization. Even if you were playing with a friend that chose the same skills that you were using, you could be playing vastly differently. And yeah, I mean, D4, God, D4 is like Diablo 1 with training wheels. It's rough. It's a beautiful game. Very dark, very grim. The art department did a great job, but the other departments did not. But if you're looking for another ARPG, strongly recommend Last Epoch. And I'm going to link my referral link, just like a used car salesman. But if you're not interested in this, I highly recommend Grim Dawn or Path of Exile. Grim Dawn, Path of Exile, and Last Epoch are all fantastic ARPGs for different reasons. They're all great in different ways. Also, if you care about it, the story in this game is amazing. They don't have awesome cinematics like Blizzard does, but the story in this game, if you look here, this is the world map. Ancient Era. This is full of dinosaurs. Divine Era. This is like the present day for the main character. You know, there are cities, there are towns. There's no electricity, but there are towns and cities and stuff. Imperial Era. This is kind of like Rome, but there's also a Lich that is the emperor. So he's a problem. And then Ruined Era, this is like the end of the world, and End of Time, the world's gone. Humanity lost. So the plot of this game is literally humanity already lost. Go back in time, find out when it started, and change it. It's actually a really good tale. And that's my attempt to sell you this game. You're welcome. All right, let's see.
Yes.
Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Plus 291% physical damage. Yo, if I liked bonking people, that would be a really good weapon. Bonk, bonk.
Take care.
All right. The bees are amusing, but I am so nervous without my resistances capped. So I'm going to put this back. But if we can fix that later, I will get the bees back out. Okay, we're capped again. I'm so nervous I'm going to get one shot by something stupid. Let's go that one. I didn't know the snail emote was done. There's 2 of them like a snail. There's 2 of them! Last Epoch should sponsor you. Yes, they should. Mug, can we get a new guide how to grow a beard? I mean, just stop shaving. Just imagine some lady, she's like, yeah, I stopped shaving my legs, and boom, I grew a beard on my face. Muck was right. Cries and peach fuzz jeans. I mean, I don't know. With how my hairline's going, I think I'm gonna end up like, you remember those old toys where you could like use the magnet and pull the hair from the top down to the bottom? I think that's gonna be me in a few years. I think I'm just transplanting hair from the top of my head to the bottom of my head. I grow mine through willpower alone. Talking of ARPG, I really miss Sacred. Oh my god, there was 4 dungeon keys in that box. Holy crap. Whoa, okay, my life just dropped to 10%. What the hell? Is this the boss? No, that was just a strong mob. Okay. I don't know what type of damage that is. That thing said it was a gold elemental, so it was hitting me with like liquid gold. I'm assuming